Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones, and we did level up to Leadership 75. I actually already spec'd it just before we started here, and indeed I'm taking Heroic Leader instead of Authority. Authority is pretty decent for party size, of course, early on, but I'm thinking right now that Heroic Leader, if I am the one leading the archers, because you can see here what it does is plus 10% battle morale penalty to enemies when troops in your formation kill an opponent. So this is really, really good at potentially forcing retreats, potentially forcing disorganization, and so on and so forth, making it a lot easier for us to win battles. So hopefully that's going to pay off. Otherwise, we do have our 75th one-handed perk as well. So plus 5% damage with one-handed weapons while mounted, and removed movement speed penalty of wielding shields. Well, for me personally, I'm going to be going for the cavalry perk. I think this is slightly okay. I mean, it's a little bit boring. It is just 5% damage, but you know, 5% damage is pretty decent. Anyway, we are going to be making Mr. Vicon Pike into... I don't know why he's injured. I think... Wasn't he in that tournament? I'm not entirely sure, but whatever the case, we are going to be making him into a caravan. I know that he doesn't have any trade skill, but we don't have to worry about that. Trade skill is very overrated on companions. You'll see exactly what I mean when we get these guys going, because we are going to be getting a significant... Look at this. We're getting 1,600 from our other caravan, literally just from one person. Just from one caravan, we're getting 1,600. And that just goes to show... You literally just need to know. You know, you just need to know, have a bit of a feeling about how that guy is going to do. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Locke, right? He has really good roguery skill. He's got good scouting as well. And, well, Vicon obviously is not so good. He doesn't really have any of those things. He doesn't have very good scouting or anything like that. But I'm very much hoping he's going to level those up very, very quickly. Because, let's face it, he is most likely going to level up quite fast. Because he's going to be, you know, running around and leveling up, and, you know, he's not exactly, you know, super high level or anything like that, so it should be relatively nice. Unfortunately, the caravan did actually get involved in the fight here. You know what I'm partially thinking? I'm partially thinking of just going in for the auto result, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to go in straight up. We're going to try to get a little bit of damage, you know, get a little bit of damage out there. And we'll see what we can do. Yeah, not a big fan. Not a big fan of this, because I'm going to I was going to say auto-resolve. No. We're not going to auto-resolve. We are going to auto-delegate, though. Now, auto-delegating here is pretty much the only thing I can do, because the enemy is going to charge the allies that we have, and they're probably going to do some pretty significant damage. We don't want that, obviously. We want to try to help them as much as possible, so... This is why I'm venturing out, and hopefully my archers will assist us in a great amount of damage incoming sometime soon. At least that's the hope. Massive damage right there, that's pretty nice. Can we get another little bit of damage? I mean, the funny thing is, the caravan units are actually really, really good. Surprisingly so, they're actually really staggeringly strong. And I guess this does help us out in a way, because that means that I don't have to worry so much about us losing because of them running in and dying. Obviously one of them have been... Oh, two of them have been killed, actually. Oh dear. Well, that's not particularly great, but oh well, never mind, you know. As I say, I couldn't really do much about that. I tried to get in front of them, but unfortunately it just wasn't good enough. So, yeah. Anyway, we do have some prisoners. I actually forgot to sell them at the nearby town, so hopefully the upcoming town will be able to sell them there, and then we're going to have a great time. Now, Bravos... Actually, wait a minute. Can I even go to Bravos without a boat? This might be a bit problematic. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to make it work. I think we can. No, we can. Okay, thank you. Whew. I was a bit worried there for a real quick second, because there are, you know, a handful of mods that don't actually allow you to do that. Oh, hello! Look at Mr. Man with 190 in trade skill. Hello there, Mr. Man with 190 in trade skill. Yes, I will be recruiting him immediately. There we go, let's do it. 1,800! He's also extremely cheap. Okay, this is wonderful. Okay, let's get him. Let's get him immediately into a caravan right there. Boom, 190 in trade skill. Wow, I can't believe it. That is literally game-breaking right there. He is going to be getting us so much cash. Okay, we got a legendary short militia spear, which is better in every single way, apart from our other, you know, polearm here. And yeah, we're literally just going to be selling absolutely everything here. There is really no point in... I don't think there's anything here that's actually any good. And as you can see, look at this. Another 6,200. Absolutely amazing. We can also sell a little bit of grain here if we want to. I mean, we've got 96 days worth of food. I think that's more than enough, isn't it? Yes, that sounds like a great deal. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. We're actually at 79? Wait. Ah, we just reached Clan Tier 2. Okay, that's fantastic. Yes, we just reached Clan Tier 2, so that means that we will be able to do some pretty cool things. Ah, no, never mind. Okay. I was going to say, oh yes, we can do some pretty cool things after the quest is done, but the quest is now finished, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. So we have 3 caravans up and running right now. Technically, I could get another one. If I could find another companion or something like that, I would then be able to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure whether that's particularly useful or worth it, but it depends. It depends, but I am definitely going to be sending that guy off, you know, the 190 trade skill guy. Let's actually see whether he earns a decent amount here. I mean, I don't know whether it really matters because we're already making a profit, and that's pretty much all that really I care about here, because if I am making any profit whatsoever, it takes a huge amount of pressure off me, so I don't necessarily need to force myself into you know, battles after battles after battles, tournaments and tournaments and tournaments. I don't have to do any of that annoying stuff. I can just kind of let my forces do what they're supposed to do. We're going to be taking forced march here. That's going to be extremely useful for us, hopefully. And yeah, we can just do what we want to do. You see what I mean? That's the caveat here. That's the well, not the caveat, but that's the biggest point that I want to try to bring across here. That's the reason why getting an economy up and running, extremely impactful. And you can see here exactly the reason why. Look, I can just do whatever I want right now. And I think what I want to do is I want to go down into Volantis territory and try to recruit some noble units, because I, for some reason, haven't been able to find them yet. Ah, there it is, the mutiny at Craster's Keep. Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, Jor Mormont, was killed by his own men at Craster's Keep. Alistair Thorne assumes the role of acting Lord Commander until a leader is decided. And there it is. Yeah, so we're going through a bunch of the events, of course, and we can only hope that they're not going to really affect us that much. I don't think they will, personally. I don't think they will, because we're very far away, aren't we? We're very far away from all that stuff. Wait a minute, what do we have here? We have a bandit base task. Oh, this is something that I've been waiting for the entire time that we've been playing, just because I find these things extremely fun to do, especially considering this is going to provide me with a significant amount of, oh yeah, you guessed it, athletic skill and one-handed skill and all this wonderful stuff. Okay, so well, I don't really have any choice, to be honest, about what I'm going to take in there. We're just going to be taking in the Master Archers, and that's pretty much it. And I can only hope that we're going to have a good time. Oh, yes, oh, I love this particular map. I love the bandit hideout in the desert tile. I think that is extremely nice. I like it a great deal. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go a bit sneaky mode, and I will try to kill these guys by myself. Oh, wow, that is a nice... You know what? I actually like this weapon I'm using right now. The weapon I'm using seems to be relatively strong, to be honest. And yeah, all I need to do now is basically just try to increase my overall one-handed and athletics. Nice. Oh, there we go. We also leveled up. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what we like to see. All right. Come on now. Wait a minute. What do we have? Do we have multiple opponents? Ah, we have this fellow right here. Okay, let us murder him. Goodbye, sir. It has been nice knowing you for all of 2 seconds. That is good. And is there anyone else out here? I highly doubt it, right? Nah, this is just another alternate route into the cave if you want to, you know, take that way. And we're just going to make our way around. There's another guy right here. Got to be a little bit careful about this as well, because the funny thing is, these guys can actually do some pretty good damage if we let them, right? So let's be a little bit aware of that. There's one over to our left as well, so let's be careful. This reach, the reach on this weapon is really, really low, just so you know. So that means that in this situation right now, it is fantastic. It is so good. But in a cavalry-based situation, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be the most fantastic thing ever. So if we do want to use a one-handed in, shall we say, more general terms, as in on battlefields and, you know, things like that, we're probably going to need to get something that can act relatively nicely in those scenarios. What we're going to do now is we're going to tell our forces to charge in here, because I'm pretty certain, I'm not entirely sure where the... dismount. No, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Fire at will. Let's tell them to mount. I mean, I don't even know. There aren't any horses around here, so I'm not entirely sure what mount is going to do with them. But I can only hope that they're going to actually kill their opponent. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yes. Are they actually going to kill their opponent? Did I tell them to charge? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there they go. Okay. And now we have a bit of a problem, because I was actually doing the fast forward mode when the Desert Bandit boss came along, which is hilarious. Did not mean to do that. My bad. That can actually bug out the game, by the way, if the bandit boss comes on, you know, when you're speeding up. So, yeah, I just did not expect... I did not expect such an incredibly fast amount of kills by our forces right there. But there you go, look at that. Okay, we got a very small amount of influence and renown, unfortunately. Very, very small amount. Not entirely sure why it was so small, but there you go. That's how it goes. And we're not going to be taking these peasants, thanks very much, but still relatively nice. Oh, hello. Do we want to take this spear? That's the question. Do we want to take it? I mean, the reach is kind of the main problem, you see. The reach is the main issue there. Not really wanting to have a lower reach than my opponents. So I'm gonna just stick with what I have. There's another 3,000 gold, which is, I'm gonna say it right now, not exactly great for this point in the game. Well, should we say for the point in the game that I'm at the moment, because we obviously have a significant amount of passive generation right now. If we did not have the passive generation, however, if we didn't have 3 caravans, then this would be fantastic. This would be really, really nice. But it all helps, you know? It all helps. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not... I don't know why, but I cannot find any noble troops. I actually wonder if they're even available. Aha! We found some! Yes, Valentine noble youths are at Chrysero, because this seems to be the only castle in the area. I actually tried over here before, and they didn't have them, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. A little bit of a strange thing. I guess these are the only villages that have nobles. I'm not entirely sure if Acaris has either, so let's actually have a look. Do they? Yes, they do. Okay. Tiger Cloak, Elite Initiates. Very nice. Okay, yes, that is what we like to see. So Chrysero is actually having a task right now, so let's have a look. Needs tools.
Well, good day.
Alright. How many do you need? How many do you need? I didn't actually see how many he needed, but okay. 3. He needs 3. What kind of useless village elder is he? Really? 3 tools? 3 tools? That is the easiest thing in the world, surely. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, so we did actually level up, so, what do we want to do? Do we want to do charm skill? Do we want to do charm skill? Do we want to do roguery? We could potentially do roguery, because I am leveling up cunning. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do roguery. I mean, we're going to be swimming in cash anyway, as far as I can tell. But It's always nice, right? It's always nice to have a little bit more, I guess, to a certain degree. Anyway, let's just sell what we can here. Sell that. Yeah. We'll sell the prisoners as well. And Jaime Lannister is there, available as a companion. Well, hilariously enough, he has absolutely exceptional stats, as you can see. He would be a wonderful steward for us. Imagine the amount of troops we would be able to field if we had him. Unfortunately, he's going to be extremely expensive, as you can see. He's going to... Oh, actually, only 100,000. You know that? Actually, you know what? I think that's doable. I think that's actually doable. Yeah, that actually seems really, really cool. I should definitely do that, to be honest. I should definitely do that. One thing... Oh, what did I want to do just now? There was something that I wanted to do, and I forgot what it was now. Roguery skill? No, I leveled up roguery skill. Ah, I can't remember. Oh, tools. Yes, that's it. That's it. There we go. There we go. I completely forgot. I forgot that that fellow wanted tools from me, and I was like, ah, yes. Okay, so tools. You can see here. Look at this. Look at how easy this is. Look at that. 3 tools. Boom. There you go. We got 3 tools for him. What an imbecile. Ah, well, never mind. I shouldn't really be super insulting to him. He is trying to do what is best for his village, which is all that anyone can really ask for, isn't it? So, you know, I suppose it's not too bad. I mean, maybe it's dangerous, you know? Maybe it's dangerous for him to travel across the countryside. It probably is.
It's been a...
There we go. Yes, I brought your tools, sir. There we go. He gave us 14 date fruit, which is relatively nice. And because we have now completed the task, it has refreshed the recruitment. Yes, that's wonderful too. Alright, so there's one thing that we can do. We can get a dragon. Yes, we can get a dragon. Should I show you? Let's try it. Aha! Yes, here we go. I think this might be the guy. I'm not entirely sure. I think this might be the guy. As you see here, he says, "Kind sir, many years ago while mining, I came across what appeared to be a petrified dragon egg. I kept it hidden away until one night, after much drink, I spilled the beans to a silver-haired fellow claiming the blood of old Valyria." Okay, I don't want to be bothered with this. Get someone with the story, please. I got shit to do. Well, I don't know. Sure, that one. "Well, to make a long story short, when I woke up the next morning, my egg was gone. And what makes this even crazier, I think I saw the same guy walking the streets this very day, and a crimson beast flying over his head." Well, I see you haven't changed after all these years. No. I'm going to say, what would you suggest I do about it, even if I did find this supposed dragon lord? "You could confront the guy and get revenge for an old fart. I could have sold that egg for a pretty penny, and I might not be walking around in piss-soaked pants right now." Okay, yeah, so if this is Rhaegar incarnate, I want no part, or, okay, I'll at least look into it. If you never see me again, just know I'm dragging lunch meat for you. Okay, that's quite funny. "Farewell and good luck." Okay, so, he's around here somewhere. Is that him? That can't be him. It is! This is the guy! He's gonna be difficult, just so you know. Who comes there? "Thanks for taming that crimson dragon. You should have never left its back. You threaten a dragon, you die like sheep." And for some reason, he attacked me while I was still in the conversation. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Okay, sadly enough, he is actually extremely dangerous. I don't have any damage. Oh! Alright, so we found him again. Let's see what we can do. This is going to be a little bit problematic with all these people around here, but maybe it's going to be okay. Alright, let's do this. There, he's dead. We got him. Wow. Okay. Wow, that was pretty harsh. All right, so there you go. Red Dragon added to inventory. The Dragar. Yes, the Dragar. No, I'm obviously joking. He's not called the Dragar, but he is called Dragar indeed. And he is indeed a dragon. And we can now use him if we so desire. And boom. If we put him on there. There he is. That is so cool. Look at this. That is absolutely amazing. Very, very cool. That guy is, I would say, not too difficult to defeat, but it is very much a case. Wow, look at this. Look at how cool we look now. Look at this. Look at how cool we look right here. Yeah, it is very, very difficult to defeat that guy, but it's much more difficult to defend against him when you're trying really, really hard to hit him more than you're trying to be defensive. So basically what I'm trying to say is just be more defensive than offensive and you'll probably have a good time. Anyway, we're going to go to Draconis now. I actually have a dragon now, which is kind of interesting. I don't remember how to use the dragon, by the way, because I did use dragons extensively in the House Targaryen playthrough and did absolutely fantastically with them, but I don't remember how to breathe fire and all that stuff. I can only hope that it's easy enough. I think it's like, isn't it like F or something? No. And here we go. We're going to deliver this wonderful pack of sheep over to the woman here for 1,500, which is not too bad. Bronn of the Blackwater is here. Is he actually any good? Yes, he is actually very good. 180 in scouting skill. 180 in scouting. Technically, he'd be a really, really good scout for us, but I have 122 scouting, so yeah, can't really do much about that. We're not going to do much about that, so yeah, that's not something I'm really interested in right now. I would like, if at all possible, to get an escort merchant caravan quest or something like that, because that would enable me to test out our dragon under a relatively low pressure situation here. You know, low pressure situation would be absolutely fantastic. Highly, highly unlikely we're going to find another one of those escort missions though. Okay, so a little bit has happened since we acquired our dragon, and, well, the first of that is that we left our mercenary contract with the Riverlands, and this could have far-reaching consequences. This could have consequences that are going to be problematic for us. Mostly the fact that our caravans may very well be in the same place that we're in right now. So in other words, if we're in Essos and if they go into Targaryen territory, they're probably going to get murdered. Because, of course, the Valantians are at war against them. And yeah, basically I sent a raven to go and speak with this guy. And as you can see, it allows me to join as a mercenary in a remote fashion. So I basically Skyped him or Discorded him or whatever you want to call it. Skype, can you imagine? That would be hilarious. Anyway, there you go. That is indeed what we've done now. So we are getting a better deal. First of all, we're getting a better deal, which does provide us with basically 100 extra gold, which is really, really nice in my opinion. Unfortunately, Locke is indeed in this area. So is Vicon, and so is Zaro. So this is going to be a little bit problematic potentially, but the main reason why I wanted to do this is because Demon Gate is actually under siege by an army of Targaryens, and I need to go over there and actually stop them from taking it. I know. It probably won't work. It will probably be too late. I don't think I'm going to... Oh, no. Actually, I will be able to make it. Yes, look. He's only got 121. This is crazy. Okay, I'm actually really, really surprised that he has such a small amount there. But yes, anyway, we are going to be going for Tracker here because this provides us with 2% additional travel speed while following a hostile party. I personally believe that that is one of the best perks in the scouting tree, just because usually you don't have any kind of functionality like that. You don't have, you know, an increase in your travel speed or anything while following someone. And I personally think that this is... No offense right now, I think this should probably be baseline, as in this should just be a thing that you can toggle on or off in the options menu. I don't think it should be a perk. I think it should just literally be something that you can turn on for ease of use. Because if you don't want to be a person that specs into scouting, or if you don't want to be a person that literally runs after a hostile party wherever they may be for 5 minutes trying to catch them, then it would probably be, probably be quite nice. But anyway, let's, oh, he's running! Let's get him!
Sorry.
Yes, let's get him. Alright, so, yeah. We're gonna just go straight on in here. Now, enable dragon flight? No, I'm not gonna enable dragon flight. I am a little bit, well, shall we say, I'm not a little bit, I am actually very rusty. Alright, so here we go. Now, obviously, I do have a bunch of noble recruits which I would love to be able to level up. Unfortunately, they're probably not going to get that opportunity here. I have the dragon, so I will be attempting to, well, I will be attempting to do as best as I can with it. Yeah, so we have, well, we have the ability to use fire breath. Now, bear in mind that obviously I have to be very careful here. I cannot get myself killed. I do not want to die here, if I can help it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try charging through them. There we go. Okay, that actually seemingly was pretty decent. Surprisingly enough. And indeed, what you can do is you can actually eliminate every single horse that you run into. And this is, of course, going to be exceptionally powerful for us. Now, as far as I'm aware, there is also friendly fire. Friendly fire is enabled. So, might have some issues with that. Gonna just run through these guys as best as I can right now. And we're gonna use fire breath here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see. Ho 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 ho. Yes. Okay, that actually went remarkably well, surprisingly enough. And funnily enough, I don't think I'm going to be able to... Can I use my... I can use fire breath again, I guess. I got to be a bit careful, though, because I can kill my own troops. Just bear that in mind. I literally can kill my own people. I'm leveling up like a demon at the moment. Yes, look at my athletic skill, by the way. my athletic skill is now at 220. Yes, it is now at 220, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, there you go. That is indeed a victory for us right there. And we used our dragon. Yes, we used our dragon for the very first time. Look, it turns out that I didn't need to go into a battle beforehand to test it, quote unquote, because I actually remember how to play with this. I actually do remember how to play with this, surprisingly enough, considering my memory is literally like Swiss cheese. So, very nice indeed. There you go, 24 renown. Bear in mind, this is obviously an extremely small army. And they didn't really have anything super powerful, probably because they actually threw those in against the garrison in the nearby castle. That was probably the reason. Anyway, 37 influence for us, 37 times 230 is going to be incredible cash for us. That is going to be really, really nice. We're also getting 5 skill points here in leadership, which is great. Now, the one thing that I'm going to do is I think I am actually going to be taking every single one of these guys prisoner, and I'm then going to be donating the prisoners into Volantis itself. I think that's probably what we're going to do. So here we go. Let's just take them all. We're going to be taking prisoners as well in general. We also got some level ups here, so we can now get some Tiger Cloak elites. We can get some regular Tiger Cloaks. And yeah, hopefully they'll level up a little bit quicker than that. But yeah, I feel like I need to get a steward. I need to get someone with steward relatively quickly. If I have 100,000 in cash, I can get Jaime Lannister, which would be amazing. So I think that would be very, very cool. I could also technically get some Golden Company people. As you can see right here, we have some Golden Company available here, which might very well be cool. So I'm thinking, yes, let's actually do... What about these... What are these guys about? Giscari. Yeah, not super amazing. Not super amazing, in my opinion. These fellows are looking... Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. Yes, Golden Company captains. They are the play here. Golden Company recruits. So if we can get Golden Company recruits, we can actually turn them into extremely highly proficient infantry. So I'm gonna, oh wait, we've got 5 of them over here. I didn't even see those. Oh, I'm an imbecile. I don't know why I didn't see those for some reason. Okay, so yeah, we are basically just going to be getting these Golden Company warriors and recruits and so on and so forth. And we're going to be converting those. Just bear that in mind. We're going to be converting those. We're not going to be worrying about anything else here. I am actually going to be taking the Queen's Guards, though. Going to be taking all of those, and then we're going to be moving on. And that's it. We're going to take those to sell, of course. And then we have a Giscari helmet right here. That's nice. And we got some unsullied boots. Unsullied gloves. Nice. Okay. And there's actually waxed Golden Company boots as well available here, if we wanted to get that. We can also get an iron round shield, which is probably going to be quite nice for us. And what else do we have available here? No, nothing much, nothing much. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So Talisa is going to be someone that will benefit from some new boots. She looks hilarious with those orange boots on. And she actually... No, I think her bow is actually better. Yeah, I think her bow is slightly better than what she has. We got some Valyrian boots. Let's actually give new arrows. Large bag of step arrows right there. And she can also use this masterwork iron spatha instead of the other one. And that's actually going to be very, very nice. Okay, that is indeed it. I will take all of the loot. Thank you very much. And now we will be moving onward. And we have successfully defended the castle. Although, to be fair, I actually think that we would have been fine. I think the castle would have been okay, but I really wanted to make sure that this was not taken, because this is my, well, one of my primary sources of noble recruits. I did not want to lose them, let's just say that. That would have been exceedingly bad. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go into the keep. We're going to be going into the dungeon, donate prisoners. We're going to donate every single one of these guys. Now, we are going to be getting 33 influence for this, which is going to convert, bear that in mind, it is going to convert into mercenary wages. We could also technically do this too. I'm not sure if this is actually going to do anything. Oh, it does a very small amount. Yeah, it does a very, very small amount here. So I'm not exceedingly pleased about doing that. So I will just reset that for the moment, and then we'll just take them to the tavern or something along those lines. Ooh, we got a massive amount of charm skill, though. Look at the charm skill. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, as you can see, I actually leveled up 6 times. Yes. Look at my athletic skill. This is what happens when you... yeah, that's what happens when you ride a dragon, I suppose. Let's level up our roguery skill. I'm literally just going to level up that a whole bunch. Let's get another point in charm skill here as well. Let's get another point in cunning, because I do want to level up, scouting, tactics, roguery, etc. to maximum levels, if we can do that. And I think, actually, you know what? I'm going to get another point in charm as well. And then we can literally spec every single one of these perks. This is actually kind of insane. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go for powerful here. I'm not a big fan of powerful because it's literally only 4% additional damage. It's not particularly good in my opinion, but it's going to be okay, I guess. And surging blow or braced. For me personally, neither of these are particularly good. I think braced is a little bit... I don't know. I'm going to go for surging blow because I feel like I need a little bit better... a little bit better things there for us. Oh yeah, okay, wait a minute. We're going to go for a good day's rest. The main reason why I want to do this is I want to compound the fact that waiting in a town or waiting in some kind of settlement is going to be exceedingly good for our regeneration, so I'm going to be doing that. We also have the ability to increase our endurance attribute by 1, which is really nice, and we can also increase our vigor attribute by 1, as well as increase our party speed with foot troops in our party. So that's also really, really nice. Now, technically, I shouldn't have spec'd into vigor and endurance so readily. I shouldn't have gone for 7 and 7. I should have gone for 6 and 6, because then I would have had +1 and then +1 from these, and then I'd have 7 and 7 in that, and that would be enough to get me to the maximum level of the perk. However, I didn't actually think I was going to get athletics to, 220 this fast, because I didn't realize that was... I didn't realize that the dragon was actually going to help us do that so easily, but yeah. Anyway, mounted warrior, we go for breeder. Breeder is absolutely fantastic, by the way, one of the best perks in the entire game. And then we also have thunderous charge here, mounted melee kills, mounted melee kills we're definitely going to do. Thunderous Charge is great. And we also have Mounted Patrols here. Mounted Patrols is absolutely fantastic. Minus 50% escape chance for prisoners in your party. I mean, really, how can you say no to that? That's great. That's wonderful. Alright, so we've already donated the prisoners there. We're going to donate the other prisoners that we have. Jamie is still here! Yes! Jamie is actually still here. We might have the opportunity to do some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, anyway, we're just going to donate all of the Giscari Queen's Guards, even though these guys are obviously pretty good, considering they are they're cavalry. I'm looking for the best at the moment, okay? I'm looking for the best. I don't really want to, just randomly take whatever. I'd like to try to, shall we say, formulate our army in a slightly more thoughtful fashion. So 3600 is going to be really nice. It's going to get us a decent amount of roguery skill. A decent amount. It's not really that much, but yeah, it's good enough, It's good enough. It's all right. And yeah, we'll otherwise basically just sell everything that we can here because I want to get 100,000. I want to get 100,000 in cash. And I think we can probably sell all of this stuff as well. I don't think this is actually going to provide me with anything. I don't think it's going to provide Jamie with anything either, which is actually quite funny. So there you go. There's 15,000 that we're gaining from that. And yeah, that is enough to get Jamie Lannister himself, which is exactly what I will do. There you go. 99,000. 99,000 for him right there. And he is indeed going to be our quartermaster. There we go. He has 250. Can you imagine? 250 in steward. And look at our party size. So we have 79 party size as a base. And just see how much 250 steward actually gives us. It's going to be very nice. Oh yes. It's going to be very, very nice. So, yeah, from 79 to 137. And he's also, obviously, wearing some very, very good stuff. So I am very, very pleased that we were able to do that. And indeed, look at where we are now. We are in a great position. Now, funnily enough, you know what we could do? We could literally go wherever we want now. We could go wherever we want because we have the dragon. We have a dragon. And obviously, as it is in, books, show, so on and so forth, wherever you look, dragons are extremely strong, and you can technically do anything you like as long as you're smart about it, right? As long as you're smart about it, because dragons can die. They are actually very weak against primarily archers. If there's a bunch of archers on the enemy side, they can actually kill them, and they can kill them pretty fast. So just bear that in mind. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.